पाकिस्तान को फिर से FATF की ग्रे लिस्ट में लाना जरूरी है। फाइनेंशियल एक्शन टास्क फोर्स में उनको ग्रे लिस्ट में लाए।
अगर पाकिस्तान ने फिर से आतंकी गतिविधि या सैन्य दुस्साहस दिखाया तो हम उसका मुंह तोड़ जवाब देंगे।
The evidence is piling on. Pakistan and terror go hand in hand. And there is no lack of proof. Since Operation Sindoor, the calls for action against terror groups in Pakistan are growing.
भारत के इन हमलों में 100 से अधिक खूंखार आतंकवादियों को मौत के घाट उतारा गया है।
From targeted strikes to diplomatic action, India has taken a series of steps. However, Pakistan remains comfortably placed, having received the latest tranche of $1 billion from the IMF. The latest is Operation Keller, where 3 Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorists were gunned down. Now things are changing. India seems to be working out a new doctrine to combat terrorism. Pakistan PM Shehbaz Sharif and Army Chief Asim Munir must have already heard this. But here is one of the biggest messages from the Indian Prime Minister from his 12 May address.
हम आतंक की सरपरस्त सरकार और आतंक के आकाओं को अलग अलग नहीं देखेंगे।
Amid skyrocketing tensions, attacks, retaliation, we can't help but look back at a big decision made by a global task force 3 years ago. We are of course talking about the Financial Action Task Force and its decision to take off Pakistan from its so-called grey list in October of 2022. Since then, a lot has happened. New Delhi cracked down on terrorists in Kashmir. The world was looking. So Islamabad postured as a nation struggling to deal with terrorist groups like Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. But Lashkar and its boss Hafiz Saeed remained active. Dawood Ibrahim's Hawala networks continued to operate and debates continued to rage in different United Nations conventions, from the Security Council to the General Assembly. Pakistan's pattern remained the same.
I think it's very clear there is a pattern. People are encouraged, trained, armed, equipped and often guided from across the border. Then Pakistan denies all responsibility. Eventually responsibility is established, proven, including by foreign intelligence agencies. And then India has to seize, but we tend not to escalate beyond the point.
In 2025, North Korea, Iran and Myanmar are in FATF's blacklist, while nations including South Africa, Monaco and Vietnam are on the grey list. So of all the nations, how was Pakistan let off the hook by the FATF? Well, their chartered accountants helped. To understand just how Pakistan gamed the system to get out of a sticky situation, we must understand what is the FATF's job. Their official website says they have an open-ended mandate. But what exactly does it mean? To put it very simply, the FATF is an intergovernmental agency tasked with cracking down on terror funding from all routes. This means they tackle hawala transactions, black market deals, shell companies rerouting money and working with other global agencies like the United Nations. So the FATF has a pretty big job that involves tracking transactions that directly or indirectly end up helping criminals and terrorists. But before we jump into how CAs helped Pakistan exit FATF watch lists, let's take a look at how the world looks at terrorism and Islamabad. At the center of the manipulation of FATF recommendations are the ICAP, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan. On the surface, Islamabad proactively responded to address the findings of the 2018 mutual evaluation. New laws were enacted, existing ones were amended, including the Anti-Money Laundering Act, Anti-Terrorism Act, and the Foreign Exchange Regulations Act. Within Pakistan's DNFBP, or Designated Non-Financial Business and Professions, the ICAP led the battle to get out of the FATF watch list. Chartered accountants worked to establish AML CFT compliant framework along FATF recommendations. So what does that mean? Pakistan's ICAP changed at a structural level, even forming a new AML supervision department. An independent board with representation from ICAP, Securities and Exchange Commission of Pakistan, and the Financial Monitoring Unit was also set up to oversee the supervision department itself. To top it off, the ICAP then put it in place an internal executive committee to support the AML supervisory board. To put it simply, Pakistan established the right framework, put the right people, made the right noises, and sent the right people behind bars for the right audience. For FATF's mutual assessment, Pakistan ensured they had enough on the books to waltz off the grey list and continue its belligerence. After Operation Sindoor, Pakistan stands exposed. India carried out precision strikes at terror dens, headquarters of Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Taiba. Pakistan's terror backing is now for the world to see. Though Shehbaz Sharif claims victory and continues with his delusional statements, India has provided concrete evidence. Civilians were not targeted. Only terrorists were attacked.
If only civilians, if any civilians were killed in these attacks, I wonder what message this picture actually sends to all of you.
This picture makes the scenario even clearer. You can see Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist Hafiz Abdul Rauf attending fellow terrorists' last rites. Along with him, you can see several Pakistani army personnel and policemen from Pakistan's Punjab province. The Indian Army even released the names of Pakistani officers who attended the funeral of terrorists.
This is a question that is worth asking. It's also odd that the funerals of civilians are carried out with the coffins being draped in Pakistani flags and state honors being accorded. As far as we are concerned, the individuals eliminated at these facilities were terrorists. Giving terrorist state funerals may be a practice in Pakistan. Doesn't seem to make much sense to us.
IMF recently gave the green signal to $1 billion loan for Pakistan. Despite India's abstention and highlighting misuse of the fund for terror, IMF did what it has been doing. But will FATF take note now? Will Pahalgam horror, constant ceasefire violations, Pakistan's blind love for terrorists open the world's eyes?